Hello everyone, Denise from Connectarium to talk to you about this important eclipse season we're going through at the moment. So just a quick recall, we usually have one eclipse each 6 months, and it comes in a pair of 2 eclipses with 15 days in between. But now in 2020, since it's very atypical year, we are having 3 eclipses in a row. So we had June 5th, we are going to have June 21st, and also July 5th. So we are in between eclipses at the moment, and I would like to give special reflection and attention to this next eclipse, which is going to happen 0 degree of Cancer. It's also together with the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. Every time we change seasons, it's very important and symbolic in astrology. We need to remember that we are not in nature, we are nature. We are part of it, right? So every time we change, we have a season change, it's very important. So if we think about it, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, they all open, they are the initiators, they open seasons throughout the year. So now this is a time where we welcome the emotional season. So it's all about Cancer now, which is the sign, it's the crab, right, symbol. So it goes sideways, not in confrontation, but trying to find the best spot, always taking the emotional perspective into consideration. It's also a water sign, and the water signs are all into this emotion part of our life. So we're going to have this special filter at the moment when we need to take care of the emotional side. So Cancer is all about the house, the home, family, tradition, our roots, where are we coming from, right? So I think it's a very important time now that we refine ourselves with our emotions and with others' emotions. Cancer is also an invitation for us to think, what would we like to nurture, protect, to give birth to, a symbolic birth giving of our projects, our ideas, and taking also an inspiration of other important aspects in the sky, such as Pluto and Jupiter together. We need to also think what we don't want to give birth anymore. We don't want to insist anymore in things that are not working. And we are a lot in this process throughout 2020. So let's think about that, of protection, of the subjectiveness of our world and our lives. Somehow we all have been taken back home with this quarantine to our domestic side, our ordinary life. So when we talk about this domestic, this private world of ours, we are exploring the ordinary life, and it's a lot there for us to think about. So these 2 eclipses, the next ones, the June 21st and also July 5th, are the last 2 eclipses in the axis of Cancer and Capricorn. So usually eclipses spend approximately 18 months in the same couple of signs, opposite signs. So it's coming from the Cancer-Capricorn axis, which are it was touched in so many different ways in the last years. So we are talking about this domestic and emotional side, and also about society, the status quo, all we are seeing with Capricorn, all the structures, the power, how we see society. And this is the last touch in those two signs. And from now until the end of 2021, we are going to go through the Gemini, Sagittarius signs, which is all about our knowledge, our faith, the truth. What is the real truth? What really matters? How we learn, how we communicate, which is Gemini. So Gemini has the North Node, our mission, our ambition for us to exchange more, to talk more, to be more freely, more flexible. And the Sagittarius part is talking about what we need to recycle, right? So we're going to see less. Sagittarius is all about exploration, the long trips, the exterior, other countries. And we are seeing much less trips, the big and long trips, more into this more local communication, which is all about the Gemini side of the story. So we're going to have this next 18 months to think a lot, and I will come back with that topic, a lot about what Gemini and Sagittarius mean and how we can take advantage out of it. But again, being the last touch in the Cancer Capricorn signs, it's interesting to see what did you touch in terms of emotions and deep dive into yourself that you can now recycle and give a new birth to your inner story, right? And your family and your roots, and all about this symbolic pregnancy, let's say, that we are going through. It's a very feminine season. And when I'm saying feminine, I'm not talking gender here, I'm talking about archetypes. And we are in between these eclipses, which is a season that is very important because it accelerates events. The eclipse seasons usually are where the events tend to happen or tend to accelerate or tend to give results. And we are somehow more sensible about that. And we are going through this feminine, this protection, this domestic sign of Cancer to rebalance all of that. And right in the beginning of this second semester of the year, very soon after this Cancer entrance in June 21st, we're going to see in the end of June Mars, which is our action, our ambition, our way of acting, going through Aries. And I will tape another video of that because it really deserves. It's going to spend 6 months in the very strong and powerful sign of Aries, talking about how we put our energy and our aggressiveness, which is a male archetype. So we have this Cancer season to really understand our inner side prior to the second semester, where we're going to have this chance of being more into what we really want. So let's rebalance the energy of emotions first, right? And this eclipse chart is also interesting that it has a conjunction with this North Node that I was talking about, which is our mission and our ambition. So the fact that it's very together with the North Node is saying that that's our goal right now, to really be in tune, in contact with our emotions. That's where our North is pointing right now. This also touches on consciousness, memories from the past, memories from family, all this field, which usually is very emotional. And then also we're going to flow with Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it really flows with our emotions, change to vary. And it's important to pay attention that we are going to have this new moon, which is in Cancer, which is always a period of the month for us to plant new ideas. And the following new moon on July 20th will also be in the sign of Cancer, but now then will be the 28th degree of Cancer. So, which is kind of unusual because it always changes to the next sign. So it's a symbolic invitation that we really need to pay attention to this domestic field of ours, to this ordinary life, which we have been with the quarantine, but how we have been going through that. What are the topics that were raised during quarantine in regards to your domestic life? How can you be more in touch with your emotions and also help others to be in contact, and how can you be supportive to others' emotions during this season? So let me see if I forgot something else. I think I covered it all. So we talk again soon about the topics. I'm doing this test of doing these videos in English also, because I usually do in my language. I'm based in Brazil. So let me know how it feels to you and if it resonates with you. I would love to hear feedback. I'm very happy with the ones that are giving the feedback already. And I would like to leave with this invitation, what you would like to give birth to, right? Symbolic in your life. let's take this time to deep dive together and take advantage of this important eclipse season to do and to elaborate the changes we are really anxious to do and we're really looking forward to seeing in our lives. Okay, I see you around. Take care. Bye bye.